Hi everyone, I'm Nancy with Ladybugs, Flowers, and Rustic Decor. And today we're going to be making some carrots out of a foam piece. Um, I did cut out paint and cut out two pieces for two of them. But what I wanted to do is show you what I did with this last one. On the inside, it's not painted as well. The outside's not all that great. But we're going to go back over it. So, and then we're going to put like the greenery coming out of it and maybe decorate them in a little basket or something like that. Let me get this off. I took it off the other two. What I want to do is you take, which I got enough fabric here, and you just roll it up in it like that. And then take your scissors, of course, and you just cut it off. And then you can lay that to the side. And then, which I just got my glue gun plugged in, you could just bring it up, or you could cut some of it off to where it's not so much. But what you're going to want to do is glue it right here. And I wish my glue gun was warm. It's fixing to be. But anyways, so I'm just going to hold on to it for a minute, and a little bit of this will need to be cut off as well. You don't need that much at the top. I'll just go ahead and stick some of the green that I am going to stick in it. That way, you know, it's styrofoam, so you're going to be able to stick your greenery, you know, for the stems, for the carrot in there. And I am going to use some of this fern that I don't know exactly what it's called. It just stands up higher. Let me cut. I'm just using just some of a little bit of all the greenery I have. Just sticking it in there to fill up. And that's the way it'll look. I'll stick another one of these in there. I really like these for the stems. Might take that out. Might use it later if I need it. But here is another piece of this that I need. That I'm just going to stick off in there. And you ain't got to have too much, but it's a bigger carrot. This should be warmed up. To where we can get this glued. And that's what I should have had done for. So you want to kind of get that tight and glue that down. This is my first time doing this. I have seen it done, but didn't watch closely enough to see exactly what they did do. And it's okay if you get that glue on the outside, because we're going to go back over the carrot just a little bit to make it look more realistic looking with some paint. So we're going to get that glue down and then figure out what we're going to do down here. If I want to cut some of it off or just leave it. Or fold it up one to meet the bottom. That might be what we do. Put a little glue down there. And then a little glue on the side here to hold it. And since we do got our greenery up at the top, I just kind of want to stuff that down in beside it. And I had thought about taking a rubber band and doing that. But I put some glue down. I think I had just rather do it this way. Put a little more back here in the back. And all I'm doing is dropping it down here on this styrofoam. I'm getting our little greenery fixed right. And then there's a little carrot. It's not perfect, but you can tell that's what it's supposed to be. A little homemade. I do want to take some brown. Probably a little more than that. A little bit of lighter orange. More of a peachy looking color. And then I also going to take some brighter as well. But first, just going to kind of go around it, not trying to cover up my orange, but for it to have a kind of a dirty look, like a carrot does. And you want to get that top part too. And then take some of that brighter and just kind of go back over, mixing it in. Take some of that brown, because that's my whole purpose, is to try to make it look like more like a carrot instead of being so orange. That you picked out of the ground. I mean, you can leave it the bright orange if that's what you're wanting to do. But I'm trying to give mine a more rustic look to it than what it is. I'm taking that lighter orange, kind of going over that. And you want to do your whole carrot. This is what will take so long. And it doesn't matter, it up here at this top, it's still showing some, but that's no big deal. You know, when you pick a carrot out of the ground, it's not a bright orange to begin with. It's going to have dirt and it's going to be a little duller, but we'll get this finished and move on to our next one. Like I said, it's okay for some of the brightness to come through. And what takes the longest of it is painting. And I mean, you want to get it painted the way you would want yours to display it if you decorate for Easter. If not, then. And I mean, this is the all summer thing too. It don't have to be just for Easter. You can be set out all summer long, or all spring and summer. And of course, I'm going to get paint all over me before it's said and done. I'm liking the duller look to it anyways, but that's me. Some people might want to keep it the bright, as I said. I haven't been on here much, haven't been feeling good. So, really didn't even think about what I was going to do. But this is it. I thought that was my hair. My hair will be everywhere, pulling it out with that greenery. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Some of the brighter showing. Still. So we just got a little mixture. So there's our little carrot, our first one. I think it's, and I'm just going to go ahead and set it over here to the side, which I do have other things I want to do. But we're going to go ahead and get these wrapped up. I'm trying to think of which way I did have it stuck. And like on this one, it's not, painted as well. That glue down. And that's what we're doing, it's just rolling it in it. And then this was more not even. So get that. And since we just doubled them over, that's what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to push it on up. I might need to. I'm going to glue that down. And then get my sides kind of glued. Just good enough that it looks like a carrot. And a little bit of this can be cut off at the top. I think we did on the other one. Let's stick our greenery in. I'm just going to kind of bend that one, that way it's not so tall. Well, I don't know what I dropped. It's stuck in, and then I know I did stick a piece of this burnt in there. Just to have some green. And I'm just going on and bending it down before I start gluing. Just to have it shaped. And you know you're going to have to put glue. So I might as well just bring it on out here and put that glue on down in there. And just get it folded as good as I can. Where it stays. That stem is wanting to look a little funny to me. That burnt. All right, we're going to do the same thing as we did on the other one. Just kind of go over it and make it have a dirty look. Not as much of a bright, but leaving some of the bright in. So. I'll hurry up and try to get this painted. I hope everyone's having a great Saturday. Hope everyone's had a great week. Just trying to get this done. It's not taking so long. All right, I'm gonna make some more brown. I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and go around my carrot with this brown on it. And just kind of go back with that other peachy looking color. But still keeping it orange. And having a dirty look to it. But we just picked it out of the garden. Didn't get that one quite as tight as I needed to. But here we go with our last one. Wrapping it around. I'm not gluing it first. You can see I still got white. Let my glue be somewhere where it didn't even need to be. Didn't angle it right. Trying to make this one fit a little tighter. Maybe. There's a little blue right there. Since it's on there, I'll cut it off one. And we're just going to do the same thing as we was doing and fold it up and glue it down to let it be our end. Then we're going to cut off some of this top. Still want enough up there to fold. I'm just sticking some of the fern in. And I'm not even for sure what this is called. Looks like carrot leaves to me. What I got over here? Maybe I brought enough. And I got another one of these. And I don't have no more of that other fern. It don't look like. But I'll get a couple pieces here. I just got it right over there. And stick that in there. I've had it near my pillow stuffing and it's grabbed it. I'm just going to stick some glue down in there to fold up our cloth that I've done painted. I think that's good. Now we're painting it again. Especially over my white spots. So here are our little faux carrots that we're trying to dirty up, like we just picked them up out of the ground. Give me a little more of this peach and brown. And this, I think it's called jack-o'-lantern. I don't have much of it left. Try to get that cloth there. Maybe that paint will make it go down all the way. So we're just dirtying it up. To make it look like it just got picked. I did plant some carrots year before last. I'm not this year, but I have planted them in my garden. And it's almost that time. All right. Then what I want to do at the top is take some of the Spanish moss and just kind of wrap around it. If you wrap it good enough, it don't really have to be glued. It'll stay, except for what's going to fall off of it anyways. So we wrapped it up. We're going to wrap this one. Just to kind of cover up that top. I got glue on my finger. So, and we're doing that on all three of them. I might need a little more for this one, but I think that'll be alright. Just kind of hiding that top. Then I also want to take some of my jute and tie it around the green part. And I just want to make a bow, like a shoestring bow. Nothing special, just to have it a little decorative. A little more decorative. And that's all I'm going to do. Simple, very simple. My green is not even on this one. But that'll be alright. Take us another piece of it. Cut it off. And just wrap it around that green. Whatever part you want to be your front and just make you a shoestring bow. It really don't have to be in the front. It could be over to the side. See, this one ain't gonna be quite as big, and that's all right. Just got us a little bow up there. Put that over to the side and get our last one. Do the same thing, just tying the shoestring bow. And that one was a little bit bigger. Oh well. Alright. Now, I'll need my cutters. Get me a little basket, like we've been out there picking our flowers and our vegetables and stuff. So I'm just going to set these off in there. Set that one lower. Set that one up a little higher. And then I'm just going to stick in some of these little small daisies that I have just to decorate with. And I got some white ones. That's why I needed my cutters. Just to give it like we've been outside. Picking our flowers and our vegetables. Let me set it to where you can see it. It's like you got them laying. Gonna bring them in, and I know you can't see this back side, but you're gonna want to put some in all different directions. So I'm gonna put these right here. And then get my other little yellow ones. Used most of them in one of my arrangements. Didn't have many of them left. There's a purple one. Just sticky one in there. Just have them laying. Like I said, just like you've been picking your flowers with your, I don't want to cover up that carrot. And it's covering it up too much. Maybe I need to stick all these over here and have that up a little more this way, like that. I want you to be able to see the whole thing. Just kind of curve them over to the side. Stick some more purple ones in. Sorry for the noise. Do one more up there at the top. Kind of stick it under to where it's blending in with the rest of it. Then here's some more. We'll just stick in there. Looks like little wheat. I'm just going to kind of stick them together where you can see it better. Stick me one. Just kind of stick them in. I don't want to see that. That's the way it's looking. We've been picking our flowers and our vegetables. And I am going to stick a couple, well, not just a couple, but a few of these in too. Like we bring them in to make our little bouquet with them. Another loose purple one. I'll just stick it in under here. Then I do want to tie me a bow up here at the top. And the scissors down here. Not nothing fancy, just this little cute bow. And we're just doing another shoestring. Just to decorate it up some. And then there's our little garden. Carrots. Picked our flowers. Got our little carrots that we picked out of the garden. Little decor. Country little decor. I think it turned out really cute. I never put my glasses on my eyes. I was going to take them off, I reckon. Anyways, I hope that you did enjoy the video. And always remember you are enough. And have a blessed night and the rest of